Thank you very much. First of all, I am not a specialist in the subject, and the World Bank say that the priests don't understand nothing about the economy, and and it's, in some sense it's true, but not in all sense. I thank Stefano because he has trust in me, but I think it's enough to speak about with some authority in this subject. Anyway, we read all the things that say the World Bank and the publications about poverty, and I am very impressed that the idea that in the confront of these 200 years, really the poverty is a great diminution. The statistic, the estimation made by Bourguignon and Morrison are very interesting, that say that in 80-20 and from 80-20 today, the diminution was really very impressive. And I don't want to repeat these statistics, but my conclusion is that we can say that the balance of the capitalism with the alliance with sciences and technique have enabled the production of goods like never before in the history. That is clear. The production made by the capitalism is really a new thing, and has made population grow, because also the solution of the health and other things have grown the population and give a better health for the possibility of the people. That is clear. However, the capitalism of the trickle-down, that say the Pope, and this the normal idea of the capitalism, because the capitalism tends to grow the capital and not have any interest for the persons. This is the normal law of the capitalism. And in this sense, we obtain with this not only an unequal distribution and a concretely growing of inequality, but also new evils such as the new form of slaves, that said the Pope, forced labor, prostitution, and the digital hedonism made possible by internet. The Pope Benedict denounced this in his speech with the new ambassador of Germany. He said, this is terrible, the new form of hedonism that we have, prostitution in the end, that we have in internet. Of course, also the organ traffic, the organized crime, and these are really problems very serious that we can say are structures of sin, that say John Paul II. But also we have other things that are denounced by the director of the bank that today is not here, like Uber and tax havens and other things that are really not well. And we don't know how represent all these things in the balance. In the balance that Jeffrey Sachs say that we have for a year $2 billion. But what is the reduction of this if we consider the traffic of drugs, the sale of arms, black, because it's not clear, I don't say that are the official sale of arms, and also the traffic of forced labor. The Organization of International of Labor say that this represent each year 150 billions. 150 billions is incredible quantity, and this is only an estimation, and we don't know exactly. And all these things, for some people, represent 10% of the balance of each year, and this is terrible. It's clear that these things go against to the poverty and grow the poverty of the people, and for not speak about the problem that also indicate the Laudato Si, that is the climate change and the consequence of climate change. What are the consequences of climate change? But not only this, deforestation, the problem of rivers, the problem of contamination, and all these things. I think that if we can control this, the things can change in favor of the growth of the people and to resolve the problem of the poverty. I don't know what represent all the things, but could be important also to make estimation about these questions in the balance that the World Bank do. I think, in the contrary, we only make an ideal description, but not a real description about the things. The other question that was very interesting is that in many countries, especially in United Kingdom, they put in the balance the interests that have for the organized crime. and at the same time, yesterday a bishop asked to the Home Minister, you go against to the new form of slaves, but at the same time, what is the justification that you do about the cleaner of the money of the crime, organized crime? And I say, the Home Minister said, oh, this is a very important question. Yes, it's a very important question, but what is the solution? I think this is another question that we know that, for example, the deputies of the United States have a question with a bank that have the headquarters in England, the HSBC, because this bank pay for the traffickers and pay for the cartels of Mexico drugs. And what is this? The consequence is only to pay a multa, but no more. That I think so. To say, to be brief, that the capitalism is the form that we have in the history more important to have production, but not to have distribution, and also produce many things that are terrible, like the new form of slaves. And in general, the capitalism produces slaves, but in this case, produce a global form of slaves, and we don't know exactly the representation in the annual balance and mondial balance of this. Who is this? And I asked to the World Bank if have some balance about this. Thank you.